Major, this is real. Day 10, 200 is the numbers of 620 on our way to 27,290 calisthenics for the year. 620 this month, and we are crossing the 200 mark today on just day 10. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your senior moment. It's young living or assisted living. You can make your home a healthy home, but it all starts with you, and we're going to begin today. We did the radio show yesterday, recorded the show. We're talking about, the economy, real estate, and how things have changed over the last 2 years, really, and how the pandemic, because people have had to stay at home or chosen to stay at home, and they've started doing some side gigs, some side deals, a little business on the side, making some things, selling it on Facebook. And it's really, I think, has started a sea change in how we work and how we think about things that will manifest itself and develop and reveal itself over the course of the next 5 years. In fact, I think it's on its way with an awful lot of people are thinking as we come out of the pandemic. We see companies calling people back now. And one of the first things they do is they put in for vacation time or time off or PTO time, or they're just quitting their job and not going back because they don't want to go back to that lifestyle. So I got thinking about, I've been on a home-based business, working out as an independent contractor for 30 years in real estate, of course. And although we've had offices and we've had different companies, it's still basically home-based business, relationship marketing. We do business with people we know. And so I was asked, about what my story was and how I got started in it and what happened to me. So I thought maybe I'd just share with what happened to me and how I got going on it, and maybe it'll be an inspiration to you, and you can reach out to me, and I'll be happy to help you in any way that I can. So it starts like this. When you go to a social function, there's that person there. It's a little story. There's always that person there who is just like smooth. I call it Santana smooth. They just kind of glide through the room. They seem like they don't have a care in the world, and they're just, very comfortable in their own skin. I grew up in a small town in southern Minnesota. I'm a certified public accountant. Many people don't know that. I'm a CPA, and I spent years doing SEC audits of large publicly held companies. And while I was auditing, I was constantly under time pressure. And I traveled a lot. In fact, I was out of town 9 months out of the year. I was gone so much that I really don't even remember the first 3 years of my oldest child's life. I'd leave on Sunday night or Monday morning, and then I would come back on Friday night. And then I'd go into the office on Saturday or Sunday and prepare for the next week's trip. Gone all the time. So I knew I had to make a change. And I went into the family business, which was a company that operated a small chain of garden centers throughout the Twin Cities. And I liked that, but the uncertainty of a seasonal business, depending on good weather, just kind of made me feel out of control. And the tremendous overhead burden of land and buildings and hundreds of employees, I just feel like I was trapped all the time. So a friend pulled me aside one day and said, Keith, I think I have a solution for you. And he showed me a better way to live and helped me build my income outside of brick and mortar. Well, it wasn't long, and I was free from my old business. And now I have year-round income. I work a schedule that accommodates me and my family. I have no time budgets, no travel, no overhead, no employees. And I work with a team of independent, like-minded people. And people will ask me then, well, what about the restaurant? Don't you have employees at the restaurant? Well, the fact of the matter is that Elliot runs the restaurant and he deals with the employees. I show up and cut wood and carry water a couple times a week because I enjoy doing it. So that's really kind of an aside of that. I have unlimited income potential and I love what I do. So if my story sounds like your story in any way, then I have a solution for you. I can show you a better way to live, just like my friend showed me. And together, who knows, maybe we'll become Santana Smooth together. So if you're thinking of some kind of a side gig, I've got a couple options for you that you can we can bounce around. If you've got something that you've got on your mind, I'd be happy to be a sounding board for you. Just reach out. Go to the link tree in the bio and fill out the little form there, contact, and reach out to me, or call me if you know my phone number and email address. Reach out to me. I'd be happy to have a cup of coffee with you, and we can chat about what it is that you've got on your mind. I've coached and consulted with hundreds of people in this exactly the same manner. Okay, so my gratefulness moment is here, and what I'm grateful for is these. You say, well, what the heck is that? Paperweights. Who doesn't have paperweights on their desk? I like paperweights on the desk. For one thing, I like to work a lot of times with the window open, and I get a breeze that comes through, and I like to have the paperweight to keep my papers from blowing off the desk. I also will pile topics or subjects that I'm working on. Maybe it's a statements of this, that, or the other thing, and I'll put the paperweight on it, and that kind of defines that as a project with the paperweight. This piece of silestone was a sample that we had in one of our models when we were selling new construction. And this, I used to have two of them. It's a solid chunk of brass. I used to have two of them. Someone must have liked it as much as I did, because I had one here at the house and then one at our office, and the one at the office kind of walked out the door. So somebody liked it as much as I did. But this came to me through my bay window in our store at one of the garden centers in South Minneapolis. Someone threw them through the big windows in the front, then they came in and robbed us. So I saved it as a token and a memento, and it's been on my desk for 35 years. I got up this morning, like I always do, early, but exceptionally early this morning. It's up at 4 o'clock. Let the Brisket, the world famous therapy dog, outside, and I'm standing out on the patio. Geez, it was nice out. It was just kind of quiet. The stars were out, and it was nice out there and cool. I thought, gee whiz, I'm going to do my exercises out here. So I did deep knee bends and push-ups on the patio at 4 o'clock this morning. I didn't want to do the sit-ups because I didn't want to rub my tailbone on the concrete. So I thought I saved them for now. So let's do our 20 sit-ups, and we'll get on with our day. So we'll start with the sit-ups. We're going to do the sit-ups here, and then you are going to continue on with your deep knee bends and with your push-ups. So 20 sit-ups we're going to do. Back is going crack like a popcorn machine as I settle into place. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Get that good stretch in there. Stretch that lower back out nice. So the older you get, the longer you're going to want to live. This is your senior moment. We'll see you tomorrow.